How does an entire family just disappear? One moment, they're cooking breakfast, texting friends, and making plans for the weekend. And the next, they're gone. No note, no struggle. Just an eerie silence inside a home frozen in time. This is a chilling mystery behind two of America's most haunting disappearances. The McStay family of California and the Jamison family of Oklahoma. Families who seem to vanish into thin air, leaving behind only questions that still echo years later. Imagine walking into a house where the TV is on, the dogs are in the yard, and breakfast sits untouched on the counter, but the family is nowhere to be found. That's exactly what investigators discovered in Fallbrook, California, when Joseph and Summer McStay and their two young sons vanished in February 2010. For days, no one realized they were missing until a welfare check revealed a home that looked like its owners had simply stepped outside and never returned. Their car was found days later near the Mexican border. Surveillance footage appeared to show a family of four crossing into Mexico, and for years, police believed the McStays had willingly left. But in 2013, for years after their disappearance, a motorcyclist stumbled upon two shallow graves in the Mojave Desert. Inside were the remains of all four family members, brutally murdered by blunt force trauma. Investigators turned their focus to Charles Chase Merritt, Joseph's business partner, who was accused of killing the family over money. Evidence included forged checks and phone data placing him near the gravesite. In 2019, Merritt was convicted of 4 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to death, a verdict that many still debate, given the lack of physical evidence at the McStay home. But the McStays weren't the only family to vanish under bizarre circumstances. Just 5 months earlier, in October 2009, another family, Bobby and Sherilyn Jamison and their 6-year-old daughter, Madison, disappeared in the mountains of Oklahoma. Their truck was found abandoned on a dirt road, locked and filled with cash, phones, and IDs. Their dog was still inside, barely alive. Security footage from the day they vanished showed the Jamisons packing their truck in a trance-like state, moving in eerie silence. Theories quickly spiraled: drugs, cult activity, or even paranormal influence. The family had told friends they believed their home was haunted, and Bobby had reportedly asked about buying special bullets to fight the spirits. For 4 long years, the case remained a mystery. Then, in November 2013, the same month the McStays were found, hunters discovered the skeletal remains of 2 adults and a child less than 3 miles from the Jamisons' truck. The remains were confirmed as the family's, but the cause of death could never be determined. Their mystery remains unsolved to this day. 2 families, 2 eerie disappearances. Both left home frozen in time, vehicles abandoned, and lives erased. Both were found years later in desolate landscapes, discovered purely by chance. The parallels are chilling, as if fate had written the same tragic story twice, in different corners of America. The McStay family finally received justice, or at least a version of it. The Jamison family, however, remains a ghost story, haunting the wilderness where they were last seen. These disappearances remind us how quickly the ordinary can turn into the unimaginable, how a family dinner can become the last trace of a life cut short, and how, sometimes, the scariest mysteries aren't found in fiction, but right inside the walls of a home like yours or mine. What do you think really happened to the Jamison family? And do you believe justice was fully served for the McStays? Tell us your theories in the comments below.